Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
First carry for James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, is you send 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
61, match box, right.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Williams. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the 2nd team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
If this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
93.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three, check three, check three.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Samuels. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Complete to Washington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, it's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, box truck.
Carr now on first down, and that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
To throw again. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. Then a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Kennedy. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st down, Richard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Off play action. Kennedy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On second down, it's Snell. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on first down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kennedy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down now, Richard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run on first down. Richard, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're past that, he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down at the 45-yard line.
Tackles.
Rudolph on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? Big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Andrew Billings. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Kareem Martin. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Kennedy. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
On 1st down, Samuels. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Draw play, and it's Snell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the carry, it's Samuels. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Two times.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Marr able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we... did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Raiders now down 20-13, just over 1:40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. Ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Now Rudolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now it's Rudolph. Johnson's got it complete. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 55 yards out. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.